ready? Hello. Hello. So, I've not been particularly active the past few days because we've got like some stuff going on family-wise. No big deal, just like stuff we gotta prepare for. So, back into the flat. So where we left off, we had just finished growing up the melons. And now we're going to grow some other stuff. So we're gonna get the other stuff that we have, get that growing. I am gonna harvest. I'm gonna check the sound in a minute because for whatever reason it's not loading. Options. Are y'all hearing the blocks? Or is it just me? Am I the only one who isn't hearing those? I'm gonna have to restart. Well, gonna deal with the technical difficulties. How do you get trees to spawn in Superflat? There's a couple of different ways to do that, military marine. One of the ways it depends on what you're doing. So I use one of the presets, which is slightly different. Basically, I have it set so that I'm in a, there we go. Audio's back. Yeah. Basically, I picked a preset that, has a, that has the meadow biome, uh, and, like, adds, like, a couple extra layers of blocks. Excuse me. And I think it's really cool. And the other thing you can do is wait for wandering traders. Hello, Painted. Great, we're looking for the vegetables. Okay, so we need carrots, wheat, potatoes, beetroot. Don't really need beetroot, but we should probably have them anyways. That should be enough bone meal to start out. But there's villagers. Yeah, the meadow biome does have villagers. In fact, most superflat worlds have villagers. If they're set to a biome that has villagers. to trade. Yep, but they don't trade, saplings, which sucks. It would be nice, because I would really like to have access to a couple of things. But I just kind of have to wait for a wandering trader to come through. Nope. How did you even get glass from sand when where even is sand? So that is a really interesting thing. Sometimes in the meadow biome, there will be sand underneath. In like a village, there will be sand underneath one of the crop things. So that's one way to get sand. However, like actually, you can see this area over here. There used to be sand here. I dug it all out. That being said, I don't use it for sand. I don't use the sand for glass. I trade with a librarian. I have a librarian who trades for glass. See? So I just trade from him. And this is my makeshift villager breeder. The other nice thing about the plains biome is, for Superflat, is you can actually get like these like lava pools, which are super helpful. Phew, thought I almost broke those. Echo doesn't want to show us the sand because he licked it all already. So you use the overworld preset. I did. So like you can say it's not like true Superflat if you want, but personally, I don't particularly see it that way. If it's in the game, it's okay to use it and call it vanilla. I have had a structureless Superflat, and all I know is the sound of dirt. Oof. That sounds like hell, Crimson. So ore spawn there? Yeah. That's another one of the benefits of using the overworld preset. You get ores. Actually, you know what? Do I want to even... Oh no, an ad? Oof. I mean, technically there's a way around that, but you know, you don't feel obligated. Say it when I say the ad is done. The dirt sound is drilled into my head, and guess what? Does it sound like dirt? I should add a roof. Okay, now the ad is done. Okay, well, you see, there's a slight problem, Marine. I don't remember what I was just saying. Very few of the things I say stick in my head for very long. So, unfortunately, whatever I was saying is now lost. Diamonds. Something about ore. Oh yeah, you can get ore generated ores in the overworld. Pre-gen for Superflat. I said so ore spawn there. Okay, yeah. They do. It absolutely makes the game easier. But, you know, you don't play hardcore to have it easy. That being said, I just generally prefer this version. Well, I did. Recently I've started really getting into the using the taiga preset. Not preset. Basically using the overworld preset and then setting the biome to taiga. I think that's really fun. Some slimes are at my normal survival door, trapping me in. Ooh. You play hardcore? The best way, in my opinion, to deal with slimes is with, 2 crits with an axe. Honestly, that'll usually get it done real fast for you. No, and that golem is getting ganged on. Ooh. You just started? Oh, whatever house you're in, grab a little bit of wood, grab a little bit of, grab a touch of, what's it called? Grab some stone, grab some wood for the sticks, and make yourself a stone axe. Pure living life on a preset when there's just me spending over an hour getting a good seed for wood and then mining dirt for an hour or 2. Man, we have different playstyles, I guess. I don't know. I understand the appeal of going for a I wonder why slimes are the most common mob. It depends on Superflat, because they need like a large flat area to spawn, which is why they're so common in Superflats. So all the areas that would normally be slime chunks are like fully accessible for slimes to spawn, and there's not a lot of other room for anything else to spawn. Because say in the case of normal generation with like caves, which Superflat doesn't have, there's areas for other things to pop in. The only reason I haven't lost my goddamn sanity is those tea breaks or bathroom breaks. Yeah. I would argue that you lost your sanity when you decided to play Superflat Structureless, but you know what? Or is it just regular old Structureless? Yeah, Superflat Structureless. Yeah, I am curious about doing Structureless Superflat. I just don't want to do it, I don't want to do it in hardcore. And frankly, I want to keep inventory on so that I can deal. So what block should I put on the roof? I'm trying to decide, because on one hand, I don't want to do, like, more uh, dark oak planks, dark oak planks, or, cobblestone. But I'm also not sure what else would go with it. You know what? Let me see. I have a stone cutter. Beds. For the, roof, that's gonna be pretty expensive. I mean, I could probably afford it, but... What does the stone man have? Mr. Stone Man, bring me some stone. Bum 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 bum. Make it a stony stone. Okay, so we got lime terracotta or block of quartz. I don't think either. Oh, polish andesite. I can make those into slabs, and that'll go further. I prefer my ceiling soft. I mean, fair enough. Not rock hard. Fair enough, but you know. I'm gonna go with mine. If I survive this encounter. Shit. Fuck, this might be it. Oh. There we go. So I'm gonna start putting up the ceiling over here so that I can get some torches down, because that is what I currently need the most. Not torches, lanterns. I went to the Science Museum today with my sister and a friend. We had fun. My sister did a little thing about a little, like, exhibit about multitasking and aced it, which was funny, because then they were like, multitasking is actually a myth, and my sister's sitting there with, like, 100% score. Nobody in our group at the museum scored under 50. My partner on a server said he would build the trading hall in our base today, and he ain't done it yet, so I think he expects me to do it so he can log in and use the villagers without him lifting a finger. Oh, well, that's just lovely, isn't it? I would not recommend burning his house. However, you know, there are other ways to get your point across. Oh, he lives in your house? Start charging him rent. Okay, so not enough light. Is that enough? There we go. So we're gonna have to put down more. I'm going to go on strike? That's a good idea. Alright, let's see. So we're gonna put the melons here, melon seeds there. Wheat seeds go there, potatoes go here. Carrots will go there. And I'm guessing it's nighttime? It is nighttime. Now, one of the things I really want right now are pumpkins, but I can't access pumpkins without having to deal with, either villagers, or having to, like, find a wandering trader. Superflat and its high chances of slime spawning can equal lots of XP. Yeah, that's one of the nice things about it. I got him some resources, so he has no choice but to build. That's a good idea. That being said, it probably won't work. But, you know, it's always worth a shot. I'm not kidding, 98% of the base is from my hard labor. Oh, I believe you. You, absolutely strike me as the kind of person to put in way more effort than anybody else. Which, I mean, honestly, it shows in, like, lore and stuff on Triumvirate. Okay, do we have all across? Yes, we do. And what I think I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna insert like a row of dark oak logs. I don't know, I just think that might look nice. Now I could spend more emeralds on getting polished andesite. Or I could go into the nether. I think I'll try the nether. I mean, that's one of the things that kills me the most in hardcore, so it's not the smartest move, but you know. Speaking of lore, two things: I'm planning on becoming one of the strongest gangs on the server, and secondly, I'm already plotting to take down the Silver Syndicate. Ooh, that's gonna be fun. Oh, that reminds me, I need to hand over ownership of Naturi to Hornet. I know your plans now. Sure, you may know them out of game, but you don't know them in game, so it doesn't really matter. Bum, bum. Oh, that's what I accidentally dropped in there. Whatever is said here doesn't go for in-game. It's a rule Wiz made, I think. Yeah, probably. I would be surprised unless, like, it was a thing where it's like somebody said, like, unless, like, someone explicitly said, like, just use this as whatever, like a reference points or something. Because it's happening too much via Cure's stream. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it happened. Um, I mean, Wiz also used to stream too, so it might have been happening with his stream. OPTW, me, Pumpkin, me, and Ghosty talked about our factions in the Silver Syndicate's server Gecko. Okay. Well, I'm in neither. I'm in Stardew. I did briefly get handed the leadership of Naturi because I didn't realize that Naturi was carrying over when I agreed to join Stardew because I was like, we are allied? Okay. I mean, I'm pretty sure the serpents are allied with Stardew to an extent. That is until I decide to go on my revenge scheme, but you know, that's gonna be like not end of season, but like more of a mid-season thing. Star and Syndicate are allied. Alright. Ring, can we in-game continue as nothing is happening? Personally, I'm interested to see how this season goes, because I have to figure out a reason to decide to go in a revenge plot against Ghosty. Because part of my characterization is that, well, first off, in the past, I really, like, wanted to go for, like, hey, kids, look at this. Look, it's fascism. People are falling into fascism. Wow, that's bad. Because I feel very strongly about that, but I decided against it for this season. I just want to be a farmer. And just kind of be more myself. But, I'm kind of dealing with, like, a, part of my... One thing that I want to do is I want to have a bit of a revenge scheme but after being, like, very, like, forgiving and, like, giving too many chances. I mean, giving chances is something if I like someone, I will give them more chances than they probably should get. And so that's kind of something I want to play around with a bit, and then go on an unhinged revenge arc. But I don't tend to get, like, attached to animals, which is, like, the main way that people end up going on revenge arcs in Minecraft servers. So it's like, you know, how am I going to do this? How am I going to form that? An online test I just took said my spirit animal was an armadillo. I thought everyone should know. Very cool painted. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. There's a slight problem here. This guy and all of his buddies are camping out my nether portal. I just need to leave the area. I give people 2 chances, figure the first time, shame on me, but the second is just leave. Yeah, I think because I've always been a stubborn person, I tend to give more than just 2 chances. Because, like, I'm... in very different circumstances, I'm very much the kind of person that will just... I can be wrong, insist on my wrong idea multiple times over before finally agreeing. Now, Painted can attest to this because of my adherence to the belief that you should put glass on the bottom of bed defense in Bed Wars. You can attest to nothing. You cannot deny these nuts. I'm gonna have to deny those nuts, Gecko. Hey guys, everybody cancel Painted. He's being transphobic during Pride Month. /J. Mans do be denying my nuts, though. Is it? What month is it today? It's Pride Month. Shout out to the gays. Monday. Monday is not a month, Painted. Since when has Monday been a month? I'm curious, Painted. Exactly, Monday is not a month, so it's not Pride Month. That is not even remotely how it works. Oh, excuse me. Wed? Please stop pushing your alternate day logic on me. Alternate day logic agenda. I'm sorry, I'm just too woke to understand what you just said. My mother was hoovering, and then the hoover stopped working, and I sat down sipping my tea whilst my mother and brother were aimlessly trying to figure out. And then my brother searched it up and pointed out the piece. He said, but oh no, I'm wrong. Then my mother's partner comes around, and then he looks. Then the motherfucker steals my glory. So you figured it out, and somebody else got all the credit for figuring it out. That sucks. I should have brought some gold that I could trade with the piglins. But, oh well. Unrelated, but you can put, character limit using stream elements to make chat easier to read, non-attack against dark. I like long messages. They're interesting. And it's not like I have to, like, really worry about, like, people abusing that. Oh, do you? Well, I just fucked up. Yep, so I made another cup of tea and sipped it sadly in the corner. Oh, I'm sorry. Sucks. I wonder what Painted is typing up. I feel like it will not only make me regret saying that I like long chat messages, but also make me regret being born in the first place. He tends to do that when he's in one of these moods. If there's ever a day he marries my mother, I'm not calling him Papa 2. That's fair. You're under no obligation. I'm not in one of those moods, but I'll get into it. Give me a sec. Oh god. Shit, I never called my therapist office. Just for stealing my glory on that unfaithful day. Well, you know what? Totally valid. I need to call my therapist, my therapist office, because apparently the person I've been seeing to not replace, but kind of take over while my regular is out on paternity leave. Excuse me. While my therapist is out on paternity leave, I've been seeing somebody else, and apparently, this other person is leaving the practice. And we still don't know when my regular guy is coming back, so I gotta let him know. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait at this point. Dicko, your stream is really something. Really one of the most streamers on this platform so far. Okay. If there ever comes a day for you to say that today is going to be a great day, then I'll say, okay, hey, it's not for me to say, but that's okay. Okay. Thank you, Painted. But hey. Are you doing the Arthur theme song? I've always wanted a therapist. I've watched Lucifer, and I did just want to lay on the therapist's couch like he did. Yeah, that's the thing. You don't actually... Therapists don't really use therapy couches. That's just a... That's a narrative device. I mean, it's there, and technically you could, but, like, I've never used it. No, I don't know the theme song. Okay. Alrighty. Let's go. So I am going to make a bunch of andesite so that I can make... Oh, and there he goes. He's copy-pasted the theme song to Arthur. God damn it. This is why you don't say things in front of Painted. Fun fact, I've never used one either, but the amount of stories I could tell is something. I'm gonna use some of this andesite to get a couple more emeralds. And then use those emeralds to get lanterns. No, that's good enough. Whee! I'll be honest, therapy has really helped me a lot. Among other things, it got me my autism diagnosis, which, let's be real, I definitely needed. It helped me with a lot of my gender stuff. And it's also helped me with a lot of just personal growth in general. You know what? Everything really went to shit, educational-wise, when my therapist had to go on paternity leave. It's probably because I didn't like the therapist that I saw in the meantime. It was just a bad fit. But I guess maybe it cost me my grade? I don't know. So we're going to be clearing this out and putting in a bunch of andesite, which is going to be so fun. It's not. It's going to be incredibly boring, but you know, it is what it is. It's just, it's part of Minecraft. It's the process. Just gotta put a lot of time and energy into it and suffer. Like, for instance, I couldn't talk till I was... Okay. I was nearly kidnapped by a person on the Xbox, and my father playing with fire when he should... Okay. Yeah, it sounds like you would probably benefit from therapy, Crimson. Just gonna be honest. Even if just for, like, a little bit. And, like, I do tend to believe that about, like, the vast majority of people. Oh. Your prick's getting low. Your pick. Pick. Yeah, it is, but I'll figure something out. Hmm. How am I gonna deal with this? I got 200 more uses. That's good for now. Look at me wanting to go to sleep when I got no school, but when I have school, I can't sleep. It's probably in part because you, I'm going to take a guess. You don't necessarily feel like you have a lot of control over your life when you're in school. So one thing that a lot of people who feel like they don't have control over their day will do is they will essentially reclaim the night, and that can cause a lot of like issues when it comes to sleeping. I know it's an issue I have. Um, I I don't know why I feel like I have no control. I have a decent amount of control over my life, but but still, it doesn't stop that that's how I feel. I'm just weird like that, I guess. Okay, so what I'm thinking... Oh, not that. You sound like my therapist that I have and don't have at the same time, IDK. If talking to a school counselor, I think she counts. Um, I think it depends on like frequency and stuff, probably, of whether or not that counts. I could be wrong though. Alright, so what if we do this? 2, 3. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, the consistent schedule would probably indicate that it's proper therapy, though you probably shouldn't put your therapy information in the chat. Military Marine is going to be my favorite for the stream. Cool. Eh, who cares? Probably the people who, go ahead and redeem that. It's usually just painted. No Gecko? What, you're not the main person who usually gets that? Who redeems that? They're talking about their last message. Oh. I kind of realized that after I said that, like, oh, I don't think that's what they were talking about. Well, it wasn't until after I finished talking that I realized that maybe I had made a incorrect assumption. Okay, and now we're gonna have that. And then we're going to put these down. That's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right. All right, that's better. That looks so much nicer. All right, so we got lanterns all in here. Got our torches back so we can use those later. I go sleep now, make tea in the morning. That sounds like a good idea. You have a good sleep. Enjoy your night. Bye, Crimson. So, apparently, QSMP is gonna have an election, which is gonna be interesting. I don't know why Quackity thought that would be a good idea, given what happened the last time Wilbur Soot was on a server that had an election. But you know. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Also, I can't tell if I ate something that's given me, like, digestive issues, or if, like, oh gosh. Am I getting my period again? Like, I know most people, like, get them, like, every month or so, but, like, I have never been this anywhere near this regular, and it's unnerving to me. About half of people, technically. Yeah, that's true, but you know. Most people who get periods. Most of the people who get periods tend to get them, like, monthly, but that's just never been a thing for me, so it's weirding me out. You know? You know what? I wish there was like an andesite block that was basically smooth andesite, but like not smooth, polished, but smooth instead of super blocky. You know? I feel like that would be nice. It could just be that I've had like a lot of fat today and like my gallbladder is reacting. Um, though I don't think I'm quite that old, so who knows? Although technically you're never too old, too young to start having gallbladder problems. It's just weird if you start having them at a certain age. It's like I did have a lot of fat today. That could do it. Like I went to got some ye old Waffle House with the girls, and that was fun. That was, of course, after we went to the Science Museum, which was so fun. We were a bit of a ways out from home, so it's not something we get to do often. But it was nice. Got to meet up with a friend, go to a museum, and I still felt decent enough to stream for a bit afterwards, which, I mean, I'm not doing great right now. Not sure if you can tell. Um, but you know, I felt worse. Well, I just got back, so no, I could not. I don't know what you're talking about, Painted. That being said, I'm not sure that you know what you're talking about either. Alright, so we got... take all these out. And let's see how the light levels are looking. You just said, I'm not doing too well right now. I don't know if you can tell. So, in general, this area looks just about safe enough. I'm gonna add a couple more lights. Just kind of scattered. There we go. Perfect. So we're gonna make 12 gates. We're gonna make 4 gates and then more sticks. Alright, and then we're gonna set it up here. Now the reason I'm setting it up like this is so that I can, as soon as a baby villager runs into one of these rooms, once they start spawning, because they will start spawning pretty soon, I can just close that. I don't have to like worry about like finding like a block or something. Yeah. So we have 9 more uses of this. Then I'm gonna go, well, I'm gonna use just under 9. And repair, oh, right, because it's unbreaking. So I have more than just 9. But I'm gonna go ahead and repair it. Alright, now we're gonna jump up a little bit. And get started making this baby safe. I should probably have gotten some water before I did this. Alright. Hydrate or dihydrate, thank you, painted. Hang on a second, I'm getting texts from my sister. Oh my god. Alright, as in you should have got IRL water before you did this. Don't think that's what that's not what I meant, but yeah. Gonna grab a jink and unfortunately I've been summoned to be a social individual. So we're gonna call it here at day 68. But yeah. More like Boo and Shoo, am I right? You're not wrong. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and rate Salt Cipher. They're also doing hardcore. But yeah. Alright. Gonna head out. I will see you guys later. Good